The Earth we live on is at risk because of the threat of global warming and climate change. Global warming, for instance, occurs when there's a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, generally attributed to the greenhouse effect caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide, CFCs, and other pollutants. The effects of global warming or climate damage include far-reaching and long-lasting changes to the natural environment, to ecosystems, and human societies caused directly or indirectly by human emissions of greenhouse gases. It also includes the economic and social changes which stem from living in a warmer world. Most countries and people around the world, however, are ignoring the effects and problems which occur because of global warming. Even the news and articles are providing information to the public. My group and I decided we would take on this topic and use it as our theme and narrative to develop a video game. Video games present a new medium which can be interactive and tell engaging stories while we play through them. Also, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the gaming market growing since persons are at home playing games, we seek to develop an informative yet fun game that users at home could take their time and play. We mainly want to use this to inform the public about global warming and spread information through this gaming medium. The main beneficiaries of the project will be two focus groups. The first group of people that this project benefits are those who are global warming activists. It provides them a new, interactive and engaging tool which they can use to spread global warming prevention strategies. The project is a game, and therefore a secondary focus group is not just the people who will spread the information, but the persons who will play the game. The players will be the people who would play the game to learn more about the issue in a way that is more appealing to them than reading or viewing material. These two focus groups, people who want the project to use as a tool and those that are given the game as a means of interactive information, are the two targets of this project. The group hopes that there are many novelty and usefulness for this project. A few things that we think would be the usefulness of this project is that for anybody that wants to learn about global warming, gaming as a medium to teach young adults, teens, children, we could target the video game market, which is ever growing and is a fun interactive way to engage users about a topic or story. It could be very informative because we are targeting the topic of global warming as the main theme. It is mechanically fun because we hope to show the effects of global warming prevention strategies and show the effects on different continents, worlds using different characters. We also hope to showcase visually the effects of global warming.
The main goal of the project was to develop a video game that would raise awareness for global warming by showing the effects of climate change through storytelling and gameplay. The main objective of the project, as well as one of the major challenges, was to make the game fun to play while still retaining its original message and purpose. The project was developed in the Unity 2019 environment, which uses the C# scripting language. To manage and edit those scripts, we used Visual Studio Code, as it was a program that we had experience with, as well as it was the generally accepted standard for Unity game development. When it came to creating the art for the game, we had the main tasks being handled in Photoshop. However, there were some instances where members of the group who did not have access to the program would have been tasked with making art. For those cases, we used two websites, Piscalab.com and Pixelart.com. They were chosen because they had the most relevant capabilities, while still being free and easy to access. Some of the audio for the game, mainly sound effects for the characters, was generated using the BFXR audio software. Most of the other sounds were sourced from royalty-free audio providers. When it comes to the style of development for the game, we decided to go with a scene-based level system. The game was developed around making self-contained levels and storing all the level assets and meta details, allowing Unity to seamlessly switch between the different scenes. Within the scenes, the characters and enemies of the game were made using Unity's object-oriented hierarchy system. Here, game objects would be created, and within them, different components would be added, such as animation controllers or control scripts. We made the general objects, such as enemies, and gave them small changes to fit their purpose. This allowed for a very modular development of the game. The environment these characters was placed into was a tile-based one. Small images called tiles are placed onto a grid system within the scene, which allows us to create an appropriate background, as well as apply colliders to the grid, which lets us build the level with floors and walls that the player can interact with.
At the beginning of the game, the player sees the main menu. Clicking on the play button changes the scene. It loads into the introductory cutscene. After that, the overworld scene loads. Here, the player can press enter to load level 1. Level 1 loads in with a cutscene, then the player takes control and begins moving and jumping with the character. The player has 5 lives, which, when all are lost, the game loops them back to the main menu so they can try again. At the end of level 1, there is a small cutscene, after which the player goes back into the overworld. Here, they can move to the next level and the cycle happens again.
In terms of testing, due to COVID-19, we were limited to the amount of users we could get to test the game, and were limited to family members. Despite this, we managed to achieve what we believe is the bare minimum requirements to get accurate testing data. In the tests, we had persons of different skill levels and age groups who we would pull data from. Aside from the normal white box testing, where we as the developers unit tested each part of the game, we had the testers take part in black box testing, where we had them do component, system, and integration testing. The tests were basically to see if they could complete the levels and if they happened to find any bugs that we missed, without any knowledge of the system beforehand. This data was then used to change parts of the game. In the future, we would like to complete the game and add more levels to each of the chapters for the player to experience, and maybe even more mechanics or environmental hazards to the levels itself. As we made the game, we started getting better and better at it, and it may show in the game itself. Due to this, we would also like to revisit and repolish some of the earlier levels to bring it up to par with the later ones.